Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us. For this special figure showcase, we're going to be looking at the new Studio Series 86 deluxe figure Kup. What we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a real detailed look at him. So we're going to have a look at him inside the packaging and the artwork on that. We're then going to unbox him live in a second and have a look at every single thing that comes with him. We'll then have a detailed look at the figure itself, see what his articulation's like, how he poses, and then we'll have a look at him in both modes. That'll help you decide how you want to display him. And then, of course, we've got some obligatory comparisons between him, his Generation 1, and a few of the other versions released of himself down the Generations toy line. Now, we can already see that this looks like it's going to take 21 steps to transform him to and from. And that does sound like a lot of steps, excuse me. But the best thing about these figures, I only own 2 so far, is just how neat that they took everything away. And he is looking very, very good. So there's some nice artwork of him. The 86 implies obviously the movie Studio Series 86, and of course it even says so there. So yeah, I'm excited about this guy, to be honest, and I know I'm a bit late to the party with this sort of review video on him for a couple of reasons. One, I just couldn't afford to buy it at the time, but so thank you to Robot Recruits, which is where I got this from. Now I can afford it. And also when I do these videos, I haven't seen any other reviews of this yet so far. I mean, I've seen a couple of pictures on Instagram, I can't lie about that, but what I like to do is look at it straight away from a totally unbiased point of view and just give you my opinion on it. So inside there is the backgrounds, and these are really good backgrounds, to be fair, and I did mention this in the other 2 videos I did on the Studio Series, that they are so much better than the really flimsy Netflix diorama of Teletran 1. So we've got the instruction booklet, which we'll have a look at in a little bit more detail, as I say, when I'm transforming him. This is nice and sturdy. Again, it's not like the Kingdom figures, there's nothing hidden underneath, so you haven't got to worry about finding accessories and stuff. You can see that they're all there anyway, and he is looking really good. He does have the grumpy face that I thought looked really apparent on the pictures I've seen of him. The color scheme looks good. So let's get him out of his packaging then, and I'll come straight back to you. Okay then, here we go. So I've took him outside of the packaging. It was relatively easy to do, and the reason why I'm commenting on it is because a couple of the new figures I've actually pulled out the packaging, and because they've been so tight inside here, I've ended up literally detaching heads and stuff. So there's the figure itself, there's the 2 accessories. That does look a bit like his G1 gun as well, to be honest, and I've never seen this before. I'm imagining it's his Energon snacks. It looks a bit like that from the cartoon, I think. So yeah, in all the pictures I've seen, I don't know what that is. I'll have a look at the instructions in a minute. Let's have a look at the figure. So yeah, newer figure as you'd expect. We've got good articulation in the head, the shoulders, yep, full rotation, up, down, round and round, bicep, elbow joint, however you want to call it. Is the wrist move. I don't want to break it. Doesn't look like the wrist move, so I'm not going to. Waist, yep, waist, hips, knees, as you'd expect, all of it. I wouldn't say that's an ankle, I'd just say that looks like it's for transformation, but I think he looks really good, to be honest. Color scheme is good. He is straight. Oh, his arm's going to come off. I think that's because obviously you can display him damaged. He's a huge improvement on, let's look at this one first. Let's look at the Titans Return one. I don't know what it was with these figures. I think now you realise, you look back, and they're just not very good at all, the Titans Return ones. And especially the fact they made him a headmaster. Don't like that at all. Here's his Generation 1 self. So, yeah, looking good. Let's have a look at the gun. This is what I was on about. I think the gun's a brilliant likeness of it. So there's the G1, just a bit bigger. And there's, of course, the Studio Series 86. And I've got one other one here. And this is probably one of my other least favourites as well, to be fair. Are they all going to fit on screen? That's the other Generations one. So, with them all lined up like that, I don't think we can deny that, wait, this one here definitely looks, typically the oldest one falls off. That one looks more screen accurate. That one, I think he looks more like Hound from the newer movies, to be honest. But there you go. There's a comparison with all 4. As you can see, we've just looked at the articulation is brilliant. And now what I do is I do transform him off camera because I don't want to spoil it for any of you guys when you first get it. So I'm going to come back to you right now, and he's going to be in his other mode. Okay then, so we are back and he is in his alternate mode, and again I do apologize for not doing the transformation on screen. There are two reasons. One is I don't want to spoil it for you, two is to keep the length of the video down, and there's a third reason today, and I'm going to be 100% honest. That is probably one of the most difficult transformers I've ever had to transform. The video would have been a shambles. It would have been on for about an hour. I know that his arm is supposed to come off, but not at the hinge there. I mean, both arms came off, their head came off. I really made probably a right hash of it, to be honest, but I'm not going to lie. I found it quite difficult. But when you get to how it looks like this, it's worth it. It is so good. It's again what they're doing with all these figures. They just managed to hide everything, all of the kibble sort of hidden away. I was expecting to have to tuck his head away somewhere, but you didn't at all. And I was following the instructions, but yeah, my arms come off, and I know that they are supposed to detach. Obviously I think it's at the elbow joint, and I've seen the pictures of that, but mine came off fully at the shoulder hinges. There is the very impressive alternate mode. Here is one I prepared earlier. It does look good, and what's good about this one as well is the two accessories you can attach either side of the alternate mode. So there you go. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. It was a right game to transform. Maybe it was me, I don't know. But again, I've seen pictures of him in pieces. Maybe that's what they were referring to. But there you go. I do like the alternate mode. It does look very good, and I think it's definitely, yeah, the best version of the alternate mode that I've seen of this figure, as we'd expect. So there we go. I'm going to transform him back into his robot mode, hopefully without breaking him, and I'll come right back to you and we'll just do a quick finish up and round it all up. Okay then, so we've transformed him back into his robot mode. We're going to have a quick overview again of him now, and I'm not going to lie, when I just transformed him back, he did fall apart again, and I know it's not the correct limbs. I've discovered what the correct limbs are, the fact that you can pull, you know, where you're supposed to. You can see here, these are supposed to detach, and obviously it's to recreate the scenes from the movie. You can do the same with the arms as well. They detach there, but when I was doing the transformation process, it was these here. They both literally both popped out. Now it would be a negative thing, however, it's, you can reattach them so simple, but it was just something that I wasn't expecting, and I don't think I'm heavy-handed. Maybe other people have had this problem. Again, I've not watched anybody else's videos because I don't want to spoil it for myself either. But yeah, they popped out both times on me. So there you go. Let's just put him with his weapons, and I'm pretty sure, as I say, that's his Energon snacks. Someone probably correct me and say no, it's not that at all. But if that's correct, if I have got it totally wrong, I will update it on my What's Happening Wednesday video. But you know, again, it's really good. It's so clever. It is so clever. They took everything away. I mean, look, you can't even see the front wheels there. You can't see them. They're just so tucked away. It's brilliant. Yeah, such a good figure. Do really like him. He is very intricate, but let's be honest, most of these figures, what's it say on the front here? It does say 8+, but most of them are going to be like myself, adult collectors, because it's, you know, we've got the nostalgia with it. We're the ones who remember it so much as kids. So there he is. A huge update to that guy. Of course, I still like that guy. A much better update to this guy, and I'm not even going to bother with the other one. He's still down here somewhere, but yeah, there you go. Very impressed with this figure. Will reiterate again, transformation process can be tricky. However, the good thing about these is they all just popped straight back into position, so not too much to worry about. Overall, I like it, and again, yeah, they're looking good. These Studio Series 86 Studio Series 86 figures are. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.